KSAL, Clark Sanders Show at 4:12. Good afternoon. We have 70 degrees right now in Salina, looking for a low tonight of 52, partly sunny tomorrow, and a high of 71. Continuing now with the big story here on KSAL, and if you're just joining us, a body has been found west of Salina in the vicinity of I-70 and I-135. It is believed to be Kristen Tyler, the woman who has been missing since April the 25th, and there is a person of interest in the case who was taken into custody yesterday afternoon. A body has been recovered. We understand from our news partners at
KSN Television out
of Wichita that they were speaking to the mother of Kristen Tyler when she was notified that her daughter's body had been found. Now, we wanted to talk to Ricky and Terry Tebrugge today. Fellas, you have taken up the cause of putting out missing persons flyers. Tell me how long you've been into this.
I've actually been a missing persons advocate for a couple of years now, but Kansas Missing and Unsolved I started just a little over a year ago.
All right, so tell us what Kansas Missing and Unsolved is exactly.
It's a Facebook page that's dedicated, obviously, to missing persons, and I also profile unsolved homicides and things like that on there as well.
And where do you get your information? How do you decide what to put up there?
I research a lot of news sites, a lot of other missing persons sites and things like that. I have people contact me and say, hey, can you take a look at this and see if you can put it on there and things like that. I had a lady contact me last night, as a matter of fact. Her son was murdered in Wichita and it's never been solved, and she asked me if I could put it up for her, and she just sent me the information this afternoon.
Okay, so in that case, obviously, her body has been recovered.
Yes.
So what we're looking for is a suspect.
Right.
Okay, do you have any criteria that you use?
Not really. I mean, no, not really. I don't. I just, if they're missing, they go on there. If it's an unsolved homicide, they go on there. There's not really a criteria.
Terry, what's your part in all of this?
Well, excuse me, my voice, I apologize. Basically, it was an idea born out of what I call necessity, because a lot of these cases get zero to little media coverage, and in Salina County alone, just by example, there's, I believe, 7 unsolved homicides dating back to 1977, and in scouring the internet, in a number of these cases, at least 3 I can think of off the top of my head, there is nothing anywhere out there to get the word out that says, hey, these cases are still open. There are still families looking for closure and still looking to get a resolution into it. I threw the idea at him one night. I said, put it up something from Salina County. He evolved it to the whole state, and it just went completely from there.
Yeah, he makes a good point. Typically, Clark, in those cold cases, those unsolved cases, unless it's an anniversary date, 5-year, 10-year, 15-year, you don't hear much about it at all in the media. So that's a very good point. Did you expect the popularity that you have now? Your Kansas Missing and Unsolved has exploded, especially within the last couple of weeks. I mean, throw out some of those numbers you were telling me.
Honestly, I didn't expect it to really be as popular as it is, but it's gaining popularity every day. I shared a flyer yesterday for that 18-month-old that's missing over in Ottawa that they're looking for and is presumed to be dead. And I posted it yesterday, and just right before I came down here to the station, it was viewed by over 400,000 people and shared over 6,000 times.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So now, like, for example, on this Kristen Tyler situation, how many views did you get on that?
Well, I shared the flyers about 3 different times, so I know it was quite a few. I don't remember the exact number now, but I know it was quite a few.
Yeah, I saw every time you had a little bit of an update, you'd come out with a new flyer on there, and that's a good idea. You don't always want to come out with the same flyer again. Come out with something a little bit different, and then everybody shares it again.
Right.
Well, it's certainly great work that you're doing. Now, is this something you've developed totally on your own, or did you have a template that you went by, or has John Walsh called you, or?
I just developed it on my own. I mean, I've started working with a couple other missing persons organizations and picked up some pointers here and there from them, and then I just took it from there.
Now, you're not making any money doing this, are you?
No,
so why do you continue to do it?
It's just become a passion of mine. I mean, there's just so many missing persons out there. FBI estimates that 2,300 people are reported missing every day in this country.
And it is a service that is needed, because typically there's a lot of missing persons that never ever make it into the media.
That's true.
Never go reported because police determine it to be a runaway, or it's somebody who is exactly where they want to be.
Right.
And typically those sort of things don't make it into the media.
Right.
That's the sort of thing, though, that you'll pick up and give some exposure to.
That's exactly right. That's right. I ran into that numerous times as far as being adults. Or there was a young man that was missing here in town named Corey Spangler back in February. He was it was just the police were searching for him, but they felt, being that he was an adult, that he was probably missing on his own.
Right.
And I guess, from what I understand, Los Angeles Police Department called our police department because they had found him living on the streets, homeless out there. So he's out in Los Angeles someplace.
Now, if somebody finds out some information that might be relative to a case, they're not to call you, they're to contact the authorities. Is that how it works?
Yes. They should call the authorities. Some have actually passed on tips to me, and I've in turn passed those on.
But the best idea is to just go, if you have a tip, go directly to the authorities, because they'll probably want to talk to you about it anyway.
Right.
All right. Last question: if somebody does want to get in touch with you because they want to get their missing child or their missing person, or like you say, this woman looking for a suspect, how does somebody get in touch with you?
They can message me through the Facebook page, or I've set up an email address on Yahoo, which is kansasmissingandunsolved@yahoo.com. They can email me there as well.
And is that the name of the Facebook page, Kansas Missing and Unsolved?
Yes.
And you print these flyers up at your expense?
Yep, I do. I either take them to a print shop, or I just recently invested in a new printer, so I've been printing them myself.
Okay, well, God bless you guys. I mean, this is a great service that you're providing, and we certainly appreciate what you're doing. I mean, none of us can imagine, until we're in a situation like the mother of Kristen Tyler has been in for the last couple of weeks, what this would be like. But I do know this, that if I was in that situation, I would want to bring every possible resource I could think of to bear in the case to try to get the situation resolved. And certainly the service that you're offering is very much needed, and it's very commendable of you to offer this service at no charge.
Thank you.
All right, Ricky and Terry Tebrugge, thank you for being here this afternoon, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Kansas Missing and Unsolved, and they've got a Facebook page, and if you have a missing person, or if there is an unsolved crime and you want their help in trying to locate a suspect, then you need to get a hold of them via their Facebook page, and they will get it going for you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.